This is NEPM's Valley Voices Summer Shorts podcast. I'm Paul McNeil from East Hampton, Mass., and this is my story. It's going to be fine. I picked this story because it captures something very Valley specific. Sure, Northampton is the kind of cool, bustling small city where you can get an Uber at 1 a.m. from the emergency room, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should. The more I practiced this story with my storytelling buddy Jennifer and finally set it in concrete on stage, I started to realize something my wife's been saying for years. Sometimes things aren't actually fine. Sometimes you need to slow down, make a different plan, ask for help, and stop being such a delusional, eternal optimist. And a special shout out to your local police department, probably the most reliable rideshare in the Valley. Just not the most comfortable backseat. It's going to be fine. Like my entire life, since I was a little boy, I have deeply believed, no matter how crazy everything is around me, how much chaos is like right in front of me, I believe that it's going to be fine. I'm the seventh of 8 kids. I grew up with all sorts of toxic stress and traumatic experiences, and I just move into it and walk through it and walk away from it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be finer. Last winter, it was a Wednesday night, and it was about 10:45 p.m., and I was in the waiting room of the emergency department at Cooley Dickinson Hospital here in Northampton, Massachusetts. Thank you. I wasn't there for great reasons. I was in the waiting room and it was packed with folks, and I was looking down at my right ankle, and it was about the same width as the right ankle of an Asian elephant, because I had rolled it, doing something I believe should be illegal for any adult over the age of 40. I was playing organized basketball. And I looked at my wife and I looked at the room and I said, you should just go home. This place smells of cheap hand sanitizer. It's super busy. It's going to be a long night. I'll be fine. It's going to be fine. I'll get an Uber. But the nurses overhear me and my plan, and they chime in. It's really hard to get an Uber in Northampton from this emergency department after midnight. And I said, oh, thank you so much. And I relayed to my wife, I'm going to be fine. I'll just get an Uber. And at 12:05 a.m., I have been x-rayed, I have been ace-bandaged, I have been pain-killed, I have been crutched, and so I opened my Uber app. And it is like the opposite of the game of Frogger, where like all the little cars are avoiding the frog, and I was the frog, and I'm just refreshing the screen, and it's 12:15, and it's 12:20, it's 12:30, and I'm refreshing the screen, it's 12:40, it's 12:42. Michael with a K accepts my trip. And I was so excited, and I don't want to lose the trip, so I quickly send Michael a message. I say, thank you so much for accepting my trip, ! Just wanted to reassure you, comma, no blood, no fluids, no vomit, comma, just an exploded right ankle, comma, hope to see you soon, smiley face. And Michael does not respond. But Michael shows up quickly after, and he tears into the parking lot of Cooley Dickinson Hospital at a speed that was about 80% faster than I would have liked to have seen. And he pulls right up to the entrance, and it's a brand new Toyota Camry. And the back door opens up, and I'm sort of shuffling in with my crutches, and I'm hit with that same cheap hand sanitizer smell. And it's like you can smell it with your eyes. It's bad, and I'm wiggling into the seat, and before I can even buckle, Michael's got his smartphone right in my face. He's going, hey, here you go. You can pick any music you like. You can take any song you want. You can listen to it. And I said, I'm okay. I'm fine. This music's great. It was not. It'll be fine. I like your music. I did not. But I really wanted to get home. It was so late. And so Michael hits the road, and it's about a 15-minute ride to get 6 miles to East Hampton, downtown East Hampton. And we're off. And we're moving. And we're moving at like a really weird cadence. It's right. I kind of peek over the corner of the headrest, and I notice his speedometer is regularly alternating between like 17 and 72 miles per hour. And it's just he's not watching his speed, but what he is watching is very bad music videos on a smartphone that's propped up on his dashboard. And it's one of those moments where you're like, well, there's no one on the road, but like maybe 20 years of psychotherapists telling you that you've developed a maladaptive coping strategy of it's going to be fineness. Like maybe it won't always serve you. And this is maybe one of those moments. And I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe it's not gonna be, but boom! And I hit my head on the glass in the back seat because of how quickly Michael has turned the car into the parking lot of Florence Bank in downtown East Hampton, right at the Rotary. And I'm super confused. He parks right in front, and I'm dazed, and I'm out of it, and I'm in pain. And I'm trying to break the awkward tension, and I say, hey, it's okay. We don't need cash. I'll just pay you through the Uber app. And he responds, no. And it seems like Michael maybe would prefer cash instead of the Uber app. But before I can finish my thought, he's now leaving the Florence Bank parking lot, going the wrong way, and he starts driving through about 20 empty parking spaces in downtown East Hampton. And about the 21st parking space, we see blue and red lights, and we're getting pulled over. And the police officers flank the car, and they're super polite, and they're super friendly, and they're very, very patient with us. And the officer on my side asked me to roll down the window, and he says, hey, do you feel safe with this person driving you? And I said, it's going to be fine. And moments later, Michael's asked to step out of the vehicle, and right at his feet, the officer's flashlight catches right at his feet on the floor mat a tall glass of vodka with a little bit of juice. And the officer on my side says, hey, I'm so sorry about all this. If you want, I can take you the rest of the way to your house. It was like a 3-minute drive. And you've never seen, in the middle of the night, in the middle of a traffic stop, an adult be more excited to be assisted into the backseat of a police cruiser. And it's 1:05 a.m., and I'm asleep. And at 7:15 a.m., I hear from across the house my wife yell, hey, honey, your phone just had a notification from Uber? You went on a 6.5-hour trip that cost $720 last night? It's gonna be fine.
That was Paul McNeil with his story, It's Gonna Be Fine, debuted at our Valley Folklore-themed Story Slam last year. I'm Katie Wright. I produce the Valley Voices podcasts. Be sure to subscribe to this at NEPM.org. While you're there, you can also sign up to get our Beacon Hill in 5 podcast. Carrie Healy goes over Massachusetts news every Monday morning with a reporter from the State House so you can start your week on top of what matters here at home. Listen or subscribe from our website, NEPM.org. I'll be back next week with another summer short from NEPM's Valley Voices.